Hello, hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm Teacher Oakley. And for the next hour here on Verbling, we're going to look at some vocabulary, in particular business idioms. We're going to be looking at these idioms from the lens of business being like war, sort of war as a metaphor for business. Okay, so anyway, we'll be looking at these idioms together by doing some, as a class, doing some mix and match and fill in the blank exercises. And as we go along, I will try to explain the when and where of how these idioms are used, as well as any related idioms that happen to pop up. And I encourage you, the students, to please feel free and educate me about any related idioms in your own native languages. I find that interesting, so I encourage you to do so. Okay. Hello, Max. Max? Hello. Hi, Max. Are you there? Are you hearing me? Okay.
I was mute. Sorry.
You were mute. I was starting to think you were deaf as well. Okay.
Oh,
Great.
it's weird.
Hey, Max, while we're, just to hesitate a minute, let a few others maybe join us. How did your exam go? I'm sorry, I just have been so busy I haven't had a chance to ask you.
It's it was like you said about one of your students. It was guy from New Zealand, and he always cut me after 1-2 sentences. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
One time I said something like, "It's tough question. Let me think about it." And he said, "No problem. Your next question."
Okay.
Yeah, I really was shocked. I don't know.
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't know. In
Yeah.
2 weeks I will know.
Well,
what
make sure you let me know.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right.
I think only 2 or 3 questions he gave me opportunity to say more than 4 sentences. I think. I don't know why, but and every time he. Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Yeah, he gave you some rain. Well, there's an idiom, since this is an idioms class. He gave you some rein like a horse. You give the horse some rein. You let the horse run a little. Okay, just wanted to point out that idiom. Okay, so while we were chatting, a bunch of other folks have joined us. So let me say hello, and we'll get started learning some business idioms from the basis, from the analogy, the idea that business is war. So let me say hello to Christian. Hello. Hi, Christian.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Very good. Hi. I like your motto there. Seize the day. Okay. Carpe diem. I can even say it in Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I like to live by that. It's my slogan. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, nice to have you aboard.
Try.
Yeah. Okay. Great to have you here. Hello, Basak. My,
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Uh, can you say again?
Sure. Basak?
Actually, it's Bashak,
Bashak.
but
Thank you.
yes.
I can do that. I can handle that. I just need your help.
Mhm. If it's difficult, you can say Basak. That's okay.
No, I'll do it your way. Where are you from, Bashak?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay. Terrific. Happy to have you here with us. I would also like to say hello to Heidi.
Hello.
Hello, Heidi. How are
Hello.
you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, let's get going. Actually, I'm going to do a screen share with you guys, and we're going to do some exercises together. First thing, we're actually going to look at literal meanings of words, which later we're going to use in the idioms. In business, you're going to find many idioms we use in business actually come from the area of fighting and war. So first we're going to look at some literal meanings of words that have to do with war. And then we're going to see how these words are used in idioms. So we're going to start by doing some fill in the blank exercises. What I would like you to do is read the sentence and try to fill in the blank with one of the highlighted words in italics up here. Do the best you can. I will help you out, so no worries. Don't panic. I'm here for you. Hello. Before we get started, let me say hello to Nader.
Hi again.
Hi again. Nice to have you aboard, as always.
Thank you. Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you. And hello to Anton. Howdy, stranger.
Hello.
Hello. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. Before that, I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah, Philippines had a flood, right?
I'm sorry?
Philippines had a flood, and some people died, I heard. How about
Yeah. Luckily, I was not one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sure. But how your place? Was it safe?
No problems where I live. Really, nothing to report. We were on the outskirts of the storm, on the very edges of it. So, nothing but a lot of it rained here for 48 hours, but that's about it.
Yeah, that typhoon is approaching now in Japan, to Japan.
Yeah, I know. Your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it here where I live in the Philippines, and we sent it to Taiwan, and then Taiwan sent it to China, and now China's sending it to you. So,
thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Passed on with my best wishes. Be safe. Okay, and also, hello, Rafa is with us as well.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Okay, let's, all right, start off. We're going to figure out the literal meanings to some of these words that have to do with war. Max, I'm going to start with you, since you were the first.
The worst weapon used against civilians is the mine. The campaign by Princess Diana made the clearing of an international priority. Minefields.
Well, there you go. Yes, fields of mines, land mines, otherwise known as. And Max, just a little help with pronunciation. Civilians, people who are, yeah, everyone who's not a soldier is a civilian. Okay, and they are mines, right? And it's Princess Diana. Okay. You know, England, Princess Diana, car crash. You know about that. Okay. Number 2. There's a number of you. I'm just going to go around the class. Heidi, you take the next one. Number 2.
Well, when one side takes prisoners, it's not something that them. Prisoners. Wow. No. I don't know. Prisoners, it. When one side takes prisoners, it forces bombard much. Reinforcement of flag. Captures.
Indeed, you are correct. That's right. One side in a war takes prisoners, it captures them, of course. Okay, very good. Christian, can you please read number 3?
Okay. Nelson was killed at the Battle of Trafalgar.
Yeah, where is it? Yeah, there it is. At the Battle of Trafalgar. Indeed, he was. Poor Nelson. Okay, a battle, of course, is one part of the war, one particular fight. Okay, Bashak, number 4. Bashak?
Okay, I'm here.
Right.
Left, right, learning to sides.
Proper. No. Maybe if you read the rest, maybe that will help.
In step with others is one of the first things you have to learn when you train as a soldier.
Okay. And let me do the first part for you. Maybe this will give you the idea. Left, right, left, right. Does that help? Left, right.
Targets?
No. Okay. I almost feel like putting on my camera and parading around my room here, my office. Okay. Maybe we could get some help from our classmates. Does anybody know?
March.
Yeah. Left, right, left, right. Okay, marching in time. Oh, very nice. Okay, that's the theme from the Bridge Over the River Kwai. I recognize that. I've seen that movie. Like 10 times I've seen that movie. Okay. Very good. They're all marching along, going to the bridge. Yeah, okay. Yeah, march in unison. Walking in unison is marching. Very good. Anton, how about number 5?
Okay. People who are killed or wounded during a battle are casualties.
Indeed. Casualties of war, commonly called. Killed or wounded in English. We have a couple of, of course, the military loves acronyms. We have KIA and WIA, and actually MIA. Do you know what those are, Anton? KIA, WIA, MIA?
No, I don't know.
No. Okay, if you see those, it means killed in action, wounded in action, or missing in action.
Oh, okay. This is in the name of a movie, Missing in Action.
Oh, yeah, right. Another movie. It's a lot of war movies, Anton. We could talk all day. Rafa, can you do number 6 for me here?
When you learn to shoot at first, you use circular blank. After a while, you learn to shoot in the safe of people.
2 different words.
Yeah. when you learn to shoot at first, you use circular targets. After a
Yeah.
while,
Okay.
could be. After a while, you learn to shoot a flag.
I think it's the same. Actually, I'm sorry. I think I misled you.
Target.
I believe it's the same word in both blanks. All right. Circular targets. Targets in the shape of people. All right. Target, something you aim at, is your target. Okay. Nader, how about number 7?
If you shoot from the ground at aircraft, you use shells known as bombard.
No. Bombarded has a lot to do with bombs.
I know bombarding like they are shooting.
Yeah.
A lot of rockets or something.
That is true, but that's usually the ground. Shooting up into the sky. We have a special name for that.
Flak?
Indeed, it is flak.
I don't know the word.
Okay, or sometimes known as akak. Indeed, akak. Yep, because very much onomatopoeia, it sounds like that. Okay, and it's actually called that in English sometimes, more informally, akak. Okay, Max, number 8.
If you shell a place for a very long time without stopping, you eat. I don't know what it is. Shell as a verb.
A missile or a bomb that flies through the air. Okay.
Maybe bombard it. You
Indeed,
bombard it.
bombard. So there's a. So if you're, you're throwing missiles and shells at another place on the ground, you bombard it. Yes, that's right.
I got it.
All right. Heidi, number 9.
You aim a rifle by looking through the what?
Yeah, that's it.
Some like lens or something, right? No.
Sorry?
Some lens or something to see the target, like that. No.
Well, okay. That's if you're a sniper. Yeah, you look through a scope, a telescope, or commonly just called a scope when it's on a rifle.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a scope, if you're just a lowly infantryman.
Through the what?
Yeah. Any guesses?
Sight.
Oh, indeed. Yes, the sights. That can also be a verb. You sight the target. In this way, S-I-G-H-T. You sight the target. You put it in your sights. You aim at it. Okay. Christian, number 10.
Okay. The Army, Navy, and Air Force are normally called the armed. I can see.
Can you see now?
Yeah. Reinforcement? Forces.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. The armed forces, and pronunciation armed. Okay. Someone has weapons. We can say they are armed. Armed and dangerous. Another movie. Indeed. A lot of violent movies. Bashak, number 11, please.
If you need extra troops, they are called reinforcements.
Reinforcements. Indeed, you are correct. Send in the reinforcements. 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 Re-in. Re-in. Yeah.
Rien.
Yep. Reinforcements. It's interesting. Okay, between the E and the I here, there's a Y sound. And that's called a glide. In English, we divide two vowel sounds with a glide, a Y or a W sound, always, so that there's a consonant in between the two vowels. Reinforcements. Yeah. Okay. Finally, number 12, Anton.
If you have completely encircled by your enemy, you have surrounded him.
Sure. Surround your enemy, you're all around them. Okay, now let's get to the idioms. All right, in this case, we're going to fill in the blank with one of these words, again in bold, in italics. Use word or expression to fill in the blank to complete the sentence, which will be used in an idiomatic way. Okay, Rafa, we're going to start with you. Number 1.
Sales are up. That means we are definitely gaining ground on could be our main gaining ground. Our main competitors. They'll soon be trying to take us over.
Okay. So if you're gaining ground on your competitor in the market, you're catching up to their percentage, their market percentage. All right. So you're catching up to them. You're selling almost as much as they are. All right. So you gain ground in war, you gain actual physical territory. So, okay. And we start to see how these idioms relate to both warfare and business. Nader, number 2. Nader, are you? Yeah. Okay.
So it looks as if we are going to be closed down. We don't want to. So why don't we try to organize a management buyout? To give up without a fight.
Right. Don't want to give up without a fight. Don't give up without a fight. Okay. Not a movie, but a theme in many movies. But the plot in many Hollywood movies. Don't give up without a fight. Okay. Very good. Max?
You have an expression you have to fight till the last breath or something?
My last dying breath. Indeed.
We have that expression in Arabic. We'll say we will fight till the last breath.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll even give it our dying breath.
So you will win.
Yeah, by about 5 seconds. Great. I don't think anybody wins, Nader. That's the whole point, in my opinion. My humble opinion. Max. Max, number 3.
Our image is too old-fashioned. We need to modernize our product range in order to I don't know, reinforce maybe our market position. Otherwise, we'll lose it.
Indeed. Okay, you need to bolster, to support. Okay, they need to bolster or support their market position. So reinforce their market position. Yes, that's it.
That's right.
No problem. You got it. Okay. Heidi, number 4.
It was obvious that Smith would close down. They were by big modern supermarket with more buying power. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They were surrounded.
Yeah. Okay.
Surrounded by
Mhm.
big modern supermarkets, so their sales closed down.
Yeah. Right. Like many areas in the world where stores are surrounded by Walmart and Costco and Sam's Club, and yeah, the small businessman doesn't stand a chance. Okay, Christian, number 5.
Okay. In order to expand in the Middle East, we joined forces with a company who have been working successfully in the region for over 20 years.
Indeed. Successfully in the region. Okay.
Successfully
It's
in the
hard to
region.
say, isn't it? Successfully.
Successfully.
Well,
Okay.
there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
You got it. All right. So they're going to join forces. Often businesses join forces. Okay, very common. And last one, Bashak, number 6 here.
The new advertising campaign has been a huge success. We have been bombarded with thousands of new inquiries.
Very good. Okay. Just a little note, Bashak, don't be shy to pronounce contractions. Weave. It's okay. In speaking in English, it's actually recommended. You actually should, use contractions like I'll do it. She's going to come. We've been doing it. You really should use those. It is actually better. It makes your English fluency and rhythm better. And the other thing is, I know this looks like inquiries. In fact, I'll be honest with you. I pronounced this inquiries for many years before I realized I was mispronouncing it. It's enquiries. I made the same mistake. I mean, really, until I was like 40 years old, I made the same mistake. So, you're learning earlier than I did. Okay. Now, in war, if you're bombarded, this is obviously a very negative thing. In business, you can be bombarded with thousands of new inquiries. Those are new customers, people asking about your product or your service. That's a very good thing. You could be also bombarded with complaints. So in business, bombarded could be used as a verb, negative or positive, actually, depending on what you're being bombarded with. Okay, keep your head down. Now, looking at more idioms. We got more for you here. Again, we're going to fill in the blanks with many of the words that we saw in the first exercise and some other phrases besides. Okay, Anton, can you start us off with number 1?
Okay, I try. I think the boss is in a bad mood. Just get on with your work and keep your head down.
Oh,
Maybe?
very good. You got it. That's it. Very good. Keep your head down, or else the bots will blow your head off. Keep your head down. Stay out of the limelight, which is another idiom. Yeah, stay out of the spotlight. You want to be discreet, unnoticeable. Just keep your head down.
The trench.
Stay down in the trenches. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Another related idiom. In the trenches. referring to, of course, trench war. So if you're in the trenches, it means that you're one of the everyday workers. You're not one of the generals. you're,
I got it.
so you refer to yourself as, oh, I spent another day in the trenches. It means you're hard at work, soldiering on. Oh, okay, wait a minute. There's another one. Soldier on. If you use as a phrasal verb, if you soldier on, you continue just working hard, doing what you do, working as hard as you can, with a heavy burden, but you just push on. You soldier on. Similar to push on. Okay. Okay. Rafa, taking it back to you. Number 2 here.
We have captured. Could be a 10% increase in turnover this year. Capture.
But then that would have to be, we would have to use, because we have, we would have to be using present perfect. So this would have to be captured. I mean, it is possible. If it was in captured, the past participle, then we could make present perfect tense, and that would definitely make sense. You could capture an increase. That would be okay. But since it's not,
could be we have taken a lot of flack.
No, not really.
I don't know.
Okay. Can we get some help? Does anybody have any idea? What's that? Max?
Set our sights.
Oh, all together now. Very nice, gentlemen, in chorus. You got it. We have set our sights on. Okay. We have targeted. It's another way to say it. We have targeted a 10% increase in turnover this year. I need to bring up something else. Something else that confused me, actually, which may confuse you guys. Turnover in British English and American English means two different things, quite disparate, quite different. In British English, clearly this is from a British textbook. In British English, turnover means gross or net? Net sales. Yes, income, net sales. Turnover's good in British English, business English. However, in American English, turnover is how many employees you lose and you have to hire. So it's bad. This adds to your cost because you're going to have to train, you're going to have to spend time hiring and training new employees. So your turnover is a bad number in American English.
So is it the same as attrition?
What's that?
Attrition.
Yes. In American English, yes. Attrition, right. But of course, turnover, you're hiring new employees. Attrition, the word attrition refers to you continually lose things. Attrition by itself doesn't really have any sense of gaining them back. But when we use turnover, the idea that you're hiring and training, okay, you lose one, you gain one. You lose one, you gain one. So,
How do you write attrition?
What's that?
How do you write attrition?
How do I write attrition? Well, let me attempt it. I'll give it my best shot. Here you go in the Verbling chat box. Attrition. Okay. Just wears away and wears away. You keep losing, slowly losing. Slowly losing over time is the idea. Losing something. Okay.
So, can you say attrition percentage or attrition rate?
That might make sense, actually. Yeah, okay. Employee attrition.
Rate is high.
I could say that as well. I think that is a co-location. There you go. Our employee attrition rate is high. Yes, definitely. That would work. Turnover is used in sports too. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm playing basketball and I'm dribbling down the court and Kobe Bryant smacks the ball out of my hands and he runs down and dunks for a score. Kobe Bryant has just forced a turnover. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's also a delicious pastry, which you might have for breakfast. Often with fruit, you can have an apple turnover, a cherry turnover. It looks like a triangle, and it's yummy. So, yeah, it can be that as well. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, actually, okay. A lot of meanings for this. If we separate the words, turn over, now it becomes a phrasal verb, which means to surrender something. Okay. He turned over the hostages to the police. The kidnapper turned over the hostages. So, yeah, multiple meanings attached to this word. Okay. Nader, it is your turn, actually. Can you do number 3 for us?
Number 3. Promotions and marketing are having their usual with the finance director over next year's advertising budget. Battle?
Yeah. Yep, they're having a battle. Okay. It's internal, inside the company. By the way, if you're talking about things that happen in a company, you say internal as opposed to external. Okay. If you have an internal meeting, for example, it's all employees. Or if there's an internal problem. Okay. So, yeah, an internal battle.
So we can say we have to, we need to keep it internal if we are talking about a problem, so it is not published or nobody other knows.
Yeah, that's a very common statement in business, Nader. Yes, indeed. A big yes to that question. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Max.
If you park in the manager's space, you'll soon get your, I don't know what I'll soon get. Maybe own worst enemy?
No.
Oh, no?
No.
I don't know.
No idea. Okay, if you park in the manager spot, what might happen to you? Anybody? You might get your... Well, it's got to be a noun because we have a possessive pronoun. Your... No? Nobody knows. Okay. You might get your marching orders. Okay. Basically, you're told to march out the door and don't come back. Now, I have to say, this is a little tricky because I think here's another time where the idiom tends to mean something slightly different in British English than American English. In British English, okay, you can get your marching orders. That could mean that you're fired. If I was as an American hearing this, my marching orders, I'm told a directive. I'm given some kind of task or job to do that absolutely I have to get done. I'm given these orders from the boss in a way that makes it perfectly obvious that I have no choice in the matter. They're orders. Well, there you go. That says it all. They're not asking me to do it. They're demanding that I do something. So I've received my marching orders. Okay, I'm a teacher. I've received my marching orders. I have to teach the 5-year-olds. Great. Okay, for example. So it's a little bit different. Well, it's actually quite a bit different, British and American English. Okay, Heidi.
Yes.
Let's see, where are we here?
Luke was late. This one.
There we are. Yes, indeed. Okay.
Luke was late again this morning. He's brilliant at his job, but if he's not careful, he'll suck. He's what? He's,
Oh, maybe this is the same. This seems the same to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
It's what enemy? No.
There we go. Oh, very good. Okay, I see. I get it now. You're right. He is his own worst enemy, and actually, say the whole sentence is the idiom. That's why I was confused. He is his own worst enemy. Yeah, if you've ever known somebody like this, I'm pretty sure we all have. Somebody who gets themselves in trouble all the time, whatever, through their because of their personality, because they're very abrasive. Who knows why? Because they're always late, because they drink too much, whatever. They're their own. He's his own worst enemy. Really, Max? You have the same expression? Okay. Okay. Moving on. Okay, Bashak.
Okay. If you don't set, you never know if you haven't achieved them. If you don't set your own goals, if you don't set
Yeah, you're right.
targets,
Yeah,
targets.
and it's saying it the same thing in a different way. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep. If you don't set goals, actually, for me, goals is better. I agree with you, but targets, same meaning. Okay, Anton, number 7. Anton? Are you there? Anton? You with us?
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
I was out in a moment.
Okay. Number 7.
Okay. Exporting to some countries can be a blank, corrupt, customs officials, endless paperwork and red tape, and slow communications. Can you
Yes,
scroll
I
to
can. Okay. The idea being many problems, many hidden problems.
battle?
Well, it can be a battle. I mean, that may be possible, but what is it, Air? Can be a battle. Well, yeah, that would work, so I can't say you're wrong, but I think there's another answer. Because the idea being that these things are not out in the open. Yeah.
Minefield?
Minefield. Corrupt customs officials don't announce themselves. Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, you want to do business in our country? Please be aware that there are many corrupt customs officials. You will have to pay, and you're also going to have endless paperwork and red tape. So these are hidden things that you wouldn't know if you were working with another country for the first time, for example. What is red tape, Anton? Another idiom.
Like
Danielle?
bureaucrat or some
Bureaucracy. No?
a lot of papers are like that.
Yeah, bureaucracy and a lot of, endless paperwork. Yes, paperwork, bureaucracy, waiting in line, waiting for meetings, waiting for what is generally what most people would consider useless or pointless paperwork in meetings and procedures that may be seemingly not necessary, but anyway, you
Okay.
have to do lots of red tape. Bureaucracy is the closest, really. Rafa, number 8.
Because we had to lay off 500 people. We have in the press. We set our sight on the press. We have set. Could we?
What are you going to do? Bomb the press? Okay, because we did something bad or, considered bad. We had to lay off 500 people. We've something in the press. We have.
I don't know.
Okay. Can anybody help? First of all, I will tell you.
Set our sights on.
No.
Minefield.
No, not a minefield.
Taking a lot of flack.
There you go. Taking a lot of flack. Okay, the press is just shooting like flak going up into the sky at aircraft. The press, the journalists have taken a lot of taken a lot of shots at the company, criticizing the company. Okay.
Like put a shield.
Well, no, they've taken a lot of flack. Means the press has taken. Okay, here's another one we use to really more for the press. Taking pot shots at somebody, meaning if the press has critiqued them openly in the public, has given them very bad press, very bad advertising because we had to lay off 500 people. They've taken a lot of abuse in the press. All right, that would be a better way to say it. We've taken a lot of abuse. Also, excuse me. Also, I should take this opportunity to explain something about layoff. Often, second language users get confused. Okay, if you lay someone off, it means you just don't have work for them. They didn't do anything wrong. There's no reason. So we had to lay off 500 people. Basically, they had to tell people, sorry, you don't have a job anymore. If you fire someone, that's completely different. If you're fired, then that means you did something wrong. You stole something. You were incompetent, meaning you were unable to do your job. You're at fault. If you're laid off, you're not at fault. It's because of maybe the business is at fault. Maybe it's just the economy. Who knows?
They might say on a surplus basis.
No, I don't. Maybe I'm just not familiar with that. In British, say, this is really weird for me as an American. A British person would say, "I've been made redundant."
It's I hear that expression. They have been made redundant on a surplus basis. So because they have so many workers, so they cannot afford to pay them.
Okay, on a surplus basis. Wow, that makes it even worse. I think this is. I mean, I think it's very, very.
Maybe this is Indian English, maybe.
I think it's very insulting. That's just me. I think the British. I think whoa, it's very noisy, Nader. I don't know what you're doing there. Sounds like you're sliding down a children's slide that's full of paper. Yeah. Don't know what it is, but sounds scary. Okay. I find this very demeaning. Redundant means extra, repeated. If I say to you while you're speaking English, don't say that, it's redundant, it means you're repeating the same thing twice. So it means you're exactly the same as someone else. You're repeated, so you're unnecessary. It's a little bit demeaning. And it's even more so, I've been made redundant because of surplus. Wow. We have a surplus of human beings. Let's just kill some. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. We also, as in American English, we also say laid off or let go. In fact, when an employee talks to an employee, they might often say, "I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go. Business is falling off," which is a lot more, you're redundant. You're just repetitive. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let you go. I don't know. Sounds a lot better to me. Anyway.
I'll set you free.
Yeah, right.
What about dismiss? Is the same meaning?
Let you go, lay you off. Made redundant. Made redundant is British. Let you go or lay you off is American, but yes, they all mean exactly the same thing. You no longer work there.
Dismissal. I'm asking this word.
Okay, all right. Dismissed. Nader had another one. What did you say, Nader? Dismissed. Dismissed means terminated. Terminated. Yes. Terminated and dismissed mean the same thing as fired. That makes a big difference in American culture. It's if you're fired, dismissed, or terminated, it means they have let you go. They have told you to leave the company because you did something wrong. All right, so it's much different. You could never ask for a recommendation, for example. You certainly could ask for a recommendation if you were laid off or let go, because it's not your fault. So this would lead, when you're trying to get a new job, this would make a very big difference. If I say I was laid off from my last job, I was terminated from my last job, does not sound good. Okay. Okay. Antonio, I'm anxious to ask you, what is this open an umbrella for the rain? What do you?
Yeah, I try to explain something similar to protest about the press, about the criticism, about the things you are doing in your company. Something I think is similar. We can use something like that, trying to explain the same thing.
Okay. Don't really know in English of such a phrase. Okay, we have a lot of expressions about for a rainy day. Save money for a rainy day. Be ready for a rainy day. That just means for trouble in general. not necessarily anything to do with the press. So, not sure.
In Russian,
Okay.
Rainy day we name Black Day. Just
Black Day?
Black Day, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or
In
sometimes
Arabic we say...
Sorry, Nadir. Black Friday.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes Black Friday.
Black Friday. Well, that's totally another meaning in English. Nader, what were you saying?
Yeah, we have the expression save like the white penny for the black day. It's the same, save for the rainy day.
He's a white penny
for the black day.
Black day. I like that. Okay. He's a white penny for the black day. All right. Okay. Okay. Black Friday, Max. Just okay. This has two completely different meanings, and I'm confused, actually, in English. Black Friday can refer to Friday the 13th, which is bad, unlucky, or it can refer to the day after Thanksgiving, which is the first official day of the Christmas buying season. And many retail stores and markets, stores, period, have sales. It's the biggest sales day in the United States by far, by a huge amount.
Oakley, I think I'm confused myself about Black Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, and I think we don't use Black Friday.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Okay, do you save for the Black Friday?
No, I avoid it at all costs. I always have. Even when I was in the United States, I made a point of staying home or just staying at work and not going anywhere. I avoid the whole stupid thing.
Okay.
Not my cup of tea, fighting with other people to buy a Barbie doll. I don't care.
No. Don't you shop online on this day?
No, I just do not. I'm not much of a shopper, and making a holiday of shopping is just not my thing. It seems vaguely satanic to me. It's kind of evil. It's against my religion. I just can't do it. It's not my cup of tea. I'm horrible when it comes to Christmas. I generally buy the presents like 2 days before Christmas. That's good enough. You know, Nader, here in the Philippines where I live, already my wife has taken out the Christmas tree. In the malls, they're already playing Christmas songs. Okay, so it gets on my nerves. The whole innovation starts. The whole crazy thing. Okay, a couple more. I think we can do these quickly. Nader, I think it's your turn here. Actually.
Which one?
Number 9.
We need a more aggressive marketing policy if we want to. A bigger share of the market. Look at Nike; they are everywhere.
Okay.
I was looking for take a ground, gain a ground.
Gain ground, yeah.
Gaining ground, but it's not there.
No, actually, I think Rafa said this earlier. Actually, the answer is capture.
Capture?
Yeah. We want to. It's very common to use this co-location, capture a bigger share of the market. I mean, the whole thing is very. I guess it's an idiom, but it's okay. It's very common, actually. Capture a bigger share of the market. All right. Last one, Max.
It's easy. Small businesses are always the first targets in a recession. I have question about targets. It's plural. If it's plural, why we, the?
And it's not the right answer. Maybe that's one reason.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Talked yourself into that one, didn't you, Max? Woo.
Okay.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know
Well, they're
when
the
I don't
first
know.
ones. They're the first ones to die. They're the first ones to be hurt, or the first ones to die. So, in the battlefield, injured or killed are casualties. So there you go.
Casualties.
Which is still plural. Always the first casualties. Okay. Still, the problem is the same. It has an S at the end, but it also has the, because we're talking about the group. Because small businesses. Okay, so we're talking about the group, the one group.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I hope that answers your question. I hope so, because I'm out of time.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you again next time.
Bye-bye.
Here in Berlin. Take care. Have a great
Thank
day,
you.
everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.